everybody? It's your boy DJ Mixmaster, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So, 5.2 dropped. We are a few days in, and we have the new 5-star being CHASCA, and in the 4 stars, we have a new character, Auroron. So, we have CHASCA and Lenny as the 5 stars, along with both the bows, the astral vultures, crimson plumage, and the first great magic. So, as for any new characters, we're going to be going for them. So we're going to be going for CHASCA, and then if we get lucky, we'll go ahead and go for her weapon. And then if we get lucky and get both her and the weapon, and we still have some more pulls, we will probably go for more constellations. I'll probably check between CHASCA and Lenny to see who I want to go for. Probably CHASCA being the new character, because I'm going to make another statement just like I did for the last one. That being, you know, we had Shalonen and I forget who else. And then, of course, Phase 2, we had Nahida and Hu Tao. And at least I think it was Hu Tao, and I said that I was going to be going all in for Shalonen because I wasn't even going to be remotely going for Nahida or Hu Tao. And that was sort of true, sort of not true. I did end up wishing on the banner, but I didn't wish on the banner for either of the 5 stars. I was going mainly to try to see if I can get constellations for Sethos, and we did. I think we got 2, so I think I got my Sethos either to C3 or C4, so it worked out. But I didn't get the 5 star, so I think when we check our history, I should be close to getting a 5 star. But just like in 5.1 and 5.2, we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be going all in on CHASCA most likely. Like I said, I might check Lenny's to see if I want to get a con for him, but we're going to be going all in on Phase 1. I am not in, unless Sethos ends up being added for the banners for Phase 2, which is Neuvillette and Zhongli. I will not be touching Phase 2 banners at all. I'm not going to be going for Neuvillette, not be going for Zhongli, not going for the weapons. I know most people say, that's a hot take. How? It's like Neuvillette's the most powerful character in the game. Yeah, I think he's the suckiest, most boring character in the game, truth be told. I mean, I don't mind having characters that are powerful, but I mean, I know this is probably maybe going to be a hot take for some people, but I'd rather play my favorite character, which is Yanfei. I mean, I do have Keqing as my favorite character, but Yanfei is up there too. I'd rather play Yanfei over Neuvillette, truth be told. I mean, some people, you know, they have their preferences and whatnot. I just think they're both close to being the same, and I think Yanfei is just slightly better at it. I just feel like her rotations and everything for how I play is just better than Neuvillette's. But, you know, to each person their own, right? Anywho, we're going to go ahead and get started. So let's check the history. I think it was 40 pulls, so this will probably be deep because like I said, I don't think I got a 5 star in those Phase 2 banners just about a week ago. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, so we are at 44 pity. All right. So we're at 44. We have some pulls. Hopefully we get lucky. Let's go. So this is 54. All right. We're not going to skip for now because we're going to try to... There we go.
Hello. I'm Auroron from the Masters of the Nightwind. Want some vegetables? Oh, don't worry. I'm not trying to sell anything to you or get anything in return. There's no rhyme or reason for it, really. I just like to see what every seed grows up to be, so I end up with a lot of produce. As long as my vegetables wind up in the stomach of someone who enjoys them, that's all that matters.
And that was pretty early, so perhaps we might have another 4-star. Perhaps we got a double Aurora and pull. That'd be sweet. Probably not, though. At least what's good is that, you know, this won't be like my Kuki Shinobu pulls. This won't be like my Chevrolet pulls where it took a while before we even get our first copy of the new 4-star. So that's good. Because those are two characters I really thoroughly enjoy playing. And it took a while for me to get my first copy of either of them. And it took a while for me to get them to C6. Luckily for me, it only took 2 banners, her introductory banner and the next time she got put on a banner for me to get her all the way to C6. And it took me 3 banners to get Kuki Shinobu up to C6. So we'll see. But we at least have our first copy of Auroron. We are at 54 pity, so another 10, 64. We got our first capturing radiance and another Aurora, which means we were going to lose, but we won. Yes, and it only took 20 pulls. Let's see where she comes in at.
CHASCA, Flower Feather Clan. Any disputes you need me to end for you? Depending on the situation, it could cost you a little dignity, a few drinks, or potentially a round of ammo.
Booyah! And what's funny is I got her early. I mean, double 5-star perhaps? Probably not. I haven't had a double 5-star since Sino's first run, so I doubt I'll be that lucky now. But let's find out and see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nope. Oh man, so I think I was talking about it during Shalonen summons. It's like, wait, we have yet to get the capturing radiance, so to get it on a new character, to get it pretty early too. Well, not early. It was 60, 54, so 56 and 56, so a little bit, but still. But okay. So we have CHASCA. We got 2 copies of Auroron. And now we'll go for her weapon. Let's see what the history is for the weapon. The last one was the Peak Patrol. Yep, so we're starting at 0. Will we be lucky again? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, oh yeah, I think we have 3 new weapons too. I think it's a catalyst, a bow, and the third one is from the event, which is a sword. I think the event's not out yet. But if we get any of the other 2, we'll check them out. So first 10 pull, and okay. And right off the bat, okay. It'd be really funny if I end up getting both of the new weapons on the weapon banner during this 110 pull. Probably not. It's probably just going to be that catalyst. Well, we did get another 4-star. It was just a character. Okay. Okay, so the Wave Riding Whirl decreases swimming stamina consumption by 15%. In addition, for 10 seconds after using an elemental skill, max HP is increased by 20%. Wow, okay. For every Hydro element type character in the party, max HP is increased by another 12%, and the max increase that can be achieved this way is 24. So if you essentially put this On a Hydro character, you just need 2. If it's not a Hydro character, you need 3. But that is a lot of HP, and then it has energy recharge as its base stat. That's actually pretty good. Can be triggered once every 15 seconds. That is actually really, really good. Might have to raise you. Can put you on something. Okay. Alright, so we're 10 in. So let's go again. 20. We'll see what the 4-star is, and then we can skip the rest unless it's at the end, which is looking like that's going to happen. Nope, never mind, and it's the bell. Alright, this is 30. What's the 4-star this time? A Favonius Lance, okay. And that's it. Alright, so now we're 40 in. Alright, the new bow. Alright, so the Flower Wreath Feathers decreases gliding stamina consumption by 50%. When using aim shots, the damage dealt by charged attacks increases by 6% every 0.5 seconds. This can be stacked up to 6 times and will be removed 10 seconds after leaving aiming mode. I wonder if for characters that have long charge times, like a Lenny or a Tighnari or Ganyu, if that would increase the damage of their fully charged shots. Even that could work on set those too. Maybe. And it's attack too. I might have to try that on my set those, because I have the battle pass bow on them, not the first one, the second one. Alright, so we are, if I'm not mistaken, we're 40 in. So this will be 50. And another view. Okay. Here we go, 60. So we're getting close. Flute. Another bow. Okay. So 70, if I'm not mistaken. And if we don't get it here, we'll just do singles. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we won. Oh my god. Okay, so 61. 62. 63. 64, 65, 66. All right, 67. Oh my god, did I win? I bet you I didn't. I'm trying to think for Shalonans. Did I end up winning the 50-50 with her weapon? I don't think so. I think... No, wait. Yeah, I think we did. So did we win again? Probably not. Yes! 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 Woo! Okay. Got both. Nice. And these are the final three. All right. Managed to get both. So let's go ahead and go down. Go ahead and give you a weapon. Oh yeah, that looks nice. So I was thinking, just from looking at the live stream, and I'm thinking, you know, I decided to, well, you know, once she came out to do her trial and see what they put her in, of course, they, you know, not being Natland, they put her in the Obsidian set. And I was wondering, I wonder if she'd be good with the I forget the other set, but I was like, that could work. You know, instead of, you know, being with, you know, the two characters we have that, you know, we put in that set, they're both being Geo. So any reaction that works for Crystallize, this one would react with Swirl. But I was just like, especially before she came out, looking at the preview for her weapon. Her weapon ends up giving her, I think, bonus damage. If I'm not, I could just look it up. If I'm mistaken, bonus damage when there's one or two or more characters in the party with different elemental types. So I remember with her charge attack shots, in order to, I think, maximize her damage and everything, it's 3, but her weapon is only 2. So I was just like, that must mean, and I haven't even looked at her constellations yet, but her constellations there must be one, whether it's C1 or C2, that probably decreases the amount of characters needed to fully maximize her damage. Like, for example, a Navia or a Chiori, in which before with Navia you needed to have probably 2 other Geo characters in her teams, but once you get her C1, it reduces the amount of Geo characters you need. Same for Chiori, you needed to have another Geo character, preferably one that had a construct, and it's like, but her C1 makes it so that you don't need a construct Geo character, just any Geo character will work just as fine. So I was like, it's probably the same thing. So we'll look at that real quick and see if that is the case. But I was thinking, if that's the case, most likely one of her constellations would reduce the amount of characters you need to fully maximize her damage. So I was just like, well, if that's the case, then I could use Shalonen in a team with CHASCA. And then it's just like, if I'm not mistaken, that set, it's just like Noblesse. The effects cannot stack with people that have the same artifact set. So I was just like, then maybe put her in Werner, right? She's an Animo character, but while it would work, I think the damage bonuses for Werner is only, I think, like 10 seconds or something like that, maybe less. So then I was just like, you know what? I know what set I'm gonna put her in. So I don't know how everyone else is going to build her. I know you could probably put her in an obsidian. That'll be damage because, of course, she's going to be in her Night Soul's blessing state, and that'll be extra damage and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to put her in the Obsidian Codex set. I'm going to go for Desert Pavilion. That'll up the animal damage for her, and it increases normal charge and plunging attack damage. So it's just like, I think her elemental skill is considered charged attack. So it's just like, that will boost that up. So that's the set I'm going to put her in. So for the past couple of days, I've been going back to that domain to get some more pieces, or at least get some pieces to start out with. I don't know if I have enough to be able to put her in something, but, you know, that's my thinking. So real quick, let's go ahead and look. So we have Cylinder the Restless Roulette. When triggering the passive talent Bullet Trick, Bullet Trick's Spirit Binding Conversion, the second Shadow Hunt shell loaded into the cylinder will be additionally converted into a Shining Shadow Hunt shell. The chance to trigger is increased if there are party members who meet the elemental conversion type requirements. The chance to trigger Spirit Binding Conversion is increased by 33% up to 100. You must first unlock the passive talent Bullet Trick. In addition, CHASCA's Night Soul points and phlogiston consumption in a Night Soul blessing state is decreased by 30% while out of combat. I think we might need to take a look at our towns before we look at that. Okay, so Bullet Trick. When the elemental skill Spirit Rain Shadow Hunts multi-target fire is being charged, if there are party members who meet the elemental conversion type requirements, gain the following effects based on the number of different eligible elemental types present. There's a 33, 66, 100% chance for each type to trigger Spirit Binding Conversion and cause a third shell loaded into the cylinder to be randomly converted into a Shining Shadow Hunt shell from one of the corresponding elemental types. Each elemental type will grant CHASCA one stack of Spirit of the Radiant Shadow, increasing the damage of Shining Shadow Hunt shell by 15, 35, and 65. This effect lasts till the current multiplier target ends, max 3 stacks. Okay, so when you're in her skill and use the charge attack, the 4th, 5th, and 6th shells will be each of the elements of your team. And then if you indeed have 3, there's a possibility that that 3rd shell can be one of the elements, but it can be completely random. Okay. And then intent to cover. When a nearby party member triggers a Night Soul burst, CHASCA will fire a Burning Shadow Hunt shot at a nearby opponent, dealing Night Soul aligned animal damage equal to 150% of the shell damage from an elemental skill. If the party has Pyro, Hydro, Cryo, or Electro, the shot will be converted to deal Night Soul aligned elemental damage of that elemental type equal to 150. The damage done in this way is considered charge attack damage. Okay. Okay. So, when she's charging up in her skill, if you have 3 elements, then you end up getting the back half of her shots, each of the elements, with the possibility of the 3rd one being converted as well. With C1, that is a guarantee if you have 3 separate elements while you having a second shot that can be randomly converted. Okay. Then let's see two. Muzzle disappearing smoke. When CHASCA takes the field, she will obtain 1 stack of Spirit of the Radiant Shadow from the passive talent Bullet Trick. You must first unlock the passive. In addition, when the Shining Shadow Hunt shells from her skills charge attack hits opponents, they will deal AoE elemental damage to the corresponding elemental type of the shells equal to 400% of CHASCA's attack. This damage is considered charge attack damage. This effect must be triggered. It can be triggered once each time CHASCA uses multi. Okay. Okay, then increase the skill by 3. Spark sudden shot. When shells from Reaper's fatal round, that's the burst, hits opponents, they would restore 1.5 elemental energy. I don't know why I said damage to CHASCA and deal AoE elemental damage to the corresponding elemental type of the shells equal to 400% of CHASCA's attack. This damage is considered charge attack damage. The aforementioned corresponding elemental AoE damage can be triggered once each time CHASCA uses the burst. Okay. Then the 5th increases the burst, and then Showdown, the Gloria Battle. CHASCA's multi-target fire charge time is decreased, and after the passive talent Bullet Tricks conversion is triggered, CHASCA will gain the fatal round state. For the next 3 seconds, the next time CHASCA uses her skill charged, the shots will finish charging instantly, and the crit damage of that instance of multi-target fire Shadow Hunt shells and Shining Shadow Hunt shells increased by 120%. 1 fatal round's effect can be gained once every 3 seconds. Okay, so I think also C1 also increases the total time you're in your Night Soul state, right? Yeah, by. So I think when I was doing her trial, I think you could. If you were doing the charged attack after you do her skill, I think you can get 3, maybe 4. So 30% less. You're probably able to do, for sure, 4, maybe 5. So if that's the case with this one, if you were to get her C6, that's at least 2 instances, maybe 3. Okay. She's essentially an Animo Kaniche. It's just that Kaniche only really deals with Dendro, and CHASCA deals with all the elements. Okay. Okay. So with CHASCA, if you have 3 elements, you're guaranteed 3 shells that are a different element. If you get a C1, that guarantees at least 4, with a chance for a 5th. Okay. And then let's see, where are you at, Lenny? Okay, we have a C1, so we would be going for a C2, which is when Lenny is on the field, he will gain a stack of crisp focus every 2 seconds. Each stack will increase his crit damage by 20%, max 3 stacks, so that being on the field for at least 6 seconds. This effect will be canceled when Lenny leaves the field. I think we'll be going. I think we might go for a Constellation of CHASCA just to be able to get at least that guaranteed 3rd shell being converted. And then we might go for Lenny if we get lucky. I doubt we'll get lucky, but you never know, right? So we have enough for, at least for now, 3 pulls, I think. And then, let's see, and maybe another one. We'll see. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, we were at 3 pity with the character banner. So we'll do a 10 pull. This is 13. Barbara. Okay. So 23. Another Barbara. Along with a sacrificial. Okay. 33. A sucrose. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I bought these yet, have I? Nope. Oh, we did get y'all, but... Or at least 3 of those. Okay. So that's another 10. Okay. So what we were left at? 33, so this would be 43. A double of Sucrose and Barbara, okay? And we'll leave it off in the middle, so we'll do these last 2 and see if we get lucky. So this is 44. And 45. Alright. Then we end up getting just 10. Just enough. Okay, so we'll do a pull on the standard banner and see if we can get lucky with something. Let's see where we are real quick. It's been a while. I know that. Okay, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68. So, we're at 68. We might get a 5-star. Let's go over to Temple and see if we get lucky. Alright, we did it. So, what are we getting in the standard banner, shall we? Toma. Okay. I'm actually hoping for a weapon. Unless we get a Kaching. I think if we get Kaching, we'll finally C6 her, if I'm not mistaken, and that will be all standard characters. I was hoping. But it's Mona. I was about to say, if we got a Kaching, I think we could have gotten her C6, and that would have been every standard character C6. I mean, with my luck, if I do some more summoning, I might actually get her in the end. We've been getting Kaching cons for the last few, so hey, could be lucky. Alright, y'all, so ended up getting the new character with the new capturing radiant, so that's a plus. Got the chance to see that. Ended up getting a weapon too.
Now it's time for a short rest.
So, with that, I believe it's a good place to take a break. So, like and comment on the video, subscribe for more gameplay, and with that, see ya. Peace. Yeah, before I forget, before we signed out, I ended up doing a video that was released yesterday, and that was supposed to be Tuesdays, but I forgot to finalize it, so this is going to be a double upload, so you'll see another video in a short little bit. Just wanted to let y'all know. Alright, peace.